Hey there, this is JamiroFan 2000, and welcome to another episode of JamiroFan Talks About, where I basically talk about the 24-year history of Jamiroquai's discography. And in this video, I'm going to start or next series of episodes, I'm going to start talking about the unreleased songs or demos of the Jamiroquai discography. And Jamiroquai have had a lot of unreleased songs over the years. In this first video, I'm going to cover the unreleased songs from Mercy on Planet Earth, Return of the Space Cowboy, and Traveling Without Moving. And with the first three albums, most of the unreleased songs that Jamiroquai recorded, mostly making their live debuts rather than, leaked tracks or anything, were made live on their live performances. And one of the most notable unreleased songs from the first three albums era was probably a song called Let Me Believe. And this song would end up becoming, later on, the Return of the Space Cowboy song Manifest Destiny. But in the original version, the live version, which debuted in '94, the song lyrically was about just the questioning of man's wondering philosophical and spiritual being in the world. It was a very interesting song. But and then two other unreleased songs which would end up being gelled together into a future song. There was a song called Life Goes On and another song called Do That Dance. And they would see multiple appearances in several live performances from '93 to '94. And they would eventually turn into a song on also Return of the Space Cowboy called Scam. And Do That Dance and Life Goes On were basically two little party tracks, not really anything topical in the lyrical prowess of those two songs, but they were just basically just early demos. Let's see here, what else was there? Also, there was another song during this early time called Givin Me a Bad Name, which was actually one of the first unreleased songs that Jamiroquai debuted live after coming to Japan and then going back to the UK in '93 and '94. This was a song originally written by JK, never released on an album, but this was a very interesting unreleased song because lyrically it dealt with race relations or race relations, and talking about JK basically talking about how these hate groups were giving the white race a bad name, like the KKK and stuff like that, white supremacist groups and stuff like that. It was a bit of a volatile direction. The song would never get a release, but it debuted twice. Some other songs that were during this time. There was a song called Stu's Tune, which was basically an instrumental. It was a bit of an ad-lib track between DJ Desire, who was a DJ in the early Jamiroquai band lineup, and Stuart Zender on bass. And it was basically an interlude type of instrumental. It would never get released either. And I think that's about it. Let me look one more time. The Kids would eventually... There was a song called The Kid's Got a Funky Soul, which would eventually become yet another Return of the Space Cowboy song called The Kids. But they called it Kid's Got a Funky Soul, and it was basically like a filler song between two main songs during the Mercy Planet Earth live tour. But I think that's about it. I will be talking about there were a bunch of demos that were leaked back in 2011, 2012 by former Jamiroquai drummer Nick Van Gelder. They were called the Nomi demos. They were directly recorded from his audio cassette demos that he had saved from over the years, and I will be discussing those in greater detail in a future episode of JamiroFan Talks About. Sorry about that for you slip there, but that's about it. Most of these unreleased songs are available to see on YouTube from old bootleg recordings of the band performances, and I'll put links to all the songs that I mentioned. Oh wait, one more unreleased song from this era I forgot about. A song called Who the Funk Do You Think You Are? And that was another song written by JK and Toby, which never saw an album release, but was basically another very interesting topical song about JK questioning people talking to other people in a demeaning manner. It's very interesting. But as I just said before, I nearly forgot mentioning that song. I will put links to all of these unreleased songs performances that are readily available on YouTube in the description box of this video down below. And I will see you with another episode of JamiroFan Talks About, where I talk about all the unreleased songs from Synchronized all the way up to present day. So I'll see you soon with another episode. Bye.